Kazakhstan is one of the significant players of the world economy and one of the 50 largest exporting countries today. There are 100 world states in our sales geography. There are 820 titles of domestic goods in the range of supplies. The principal share of Kazakhstani exports comes from raw materials, oil, uranium, and wheat. But recently, this tendency is changing. The first processing enterprises are opening and already coming out to global markets with prepared products. You will learn in the 4 Export program about where and how the production branded Made in Kazakhstan is produced. In the first quarter of 2017, Kazakhstan's trade turnover amounted to $17 billion. Its main volume of $11 billion is export, and the share of foreign sales grows by 1/3 over the preceding year, in schedule by 30%. The positive dynamics of export is made not only by sales of raw materials, but of processed products as well. If earlier the corresponding figures were 80 to 20, today these numbers are different. As I said already, we see the positive dynamics in exports. This applies both to primary commodities and processed products. The share of processed production accounted for 30% during this period, and as an outcome of the first quarter of 2017, amounted to $3.4 billion. An important share of processed exports is supplied by the Almaty region, which is among the 3 leaders on international sales. About 100 export-oriented enterprises are located here. They sell goods to 41 countries of the world. Domestic factories work in the area of food and light industries, pharmaceuticals, and machine oil production. There are projects within small engineering. One of them is the Almaty Fan Factory. LLP Almaty Fan Factory. Production of industrial fans and air conditioners. Production output 3,000 units per year. Export share 13%. Geography of sales: Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and South Korea. More than 100 types of production is in the range of the Almaty Fan Factory. The enterprise issues products from industrial fans and fire protection systems, which are used in large trade and business centers, social facilities like schools, hospitals, and public service centers. In the last year alone, the factory issued goods to the amount of 1,600,000,000 Kazakhstan tenge. As compared to 2015, the enterprise output increased 3-fold. Such a jump was a result of increase of export of ventilation systems. We entered Russian markets since the beginning of the last year. Before that, we have exported goods to Kyrgyzstan. But the market isn't big enough, as in Kazakhstan or Russia. For the last year, we sent equipment approximately amounting to 20 million Kazakhstan tenge. The industry, ventilation, and air conditioning markets in Russia and Kyrgyzstan are oversaturated with imports. Nevertheless, Kazakhstani production is in high demand there. Its competitiveness is expressed in 2 main market criteria. The first one is the price. It is lower than the price offered by other manufacturers of similar ventilation systems. Our production prices are acceptable to any client, and all because we are using domestic raw materials in manufacturing. For example, our metal is way cheaper than Russian, and it's better and heavier. We process it under German technology. That is, we produce Kazakhstani fans of German quality. European quality is another advantage of the Kazakhstani brand. It is achieved on the best German equipment installed on the enterprise. The machine makes the whole cycle of production precise. It all begins with the commodity preparation. For example, this metal is cut by means of this laser machine tool with pinpoint accuracy to the nearest micron. Allows to cut the metal up to 20 millimeters thick, the cut of high quality. Allows processing parts without defects. The laser tool cuts very quickly. I guess takes less time. After precise handling, material is sent to welding and coloring. The assembling of frame of the fan, installation of electric motor, and other components happens later. In products themselves, we use innovative solutions as heat recovery, which helps to save on heat. We're using energy-efficient engines, new materials, new metals that are produced for our goods to be more compact and lighter. The design department is engaged in the development of and integration of all innovative features. This is the place where the new technologies are literally deconstructed and tested on the basis of the department's manufacture. Craftsmen are involved in modernization of the series and the creation of new product according to the requirements of every customer. We can make any custom items, we can meet expectations of each particular customer, can quickly adapt to any changes in the request. This provided the flexibility to respond to changes in the project, to be adapted to specific requirements, and complete all the needed tasks. The enterprise has carried out one of such assignments for a well-known South Korean company. Namely, it launched the project to produce new air conditioning systems. The facility utilizes a unique technology in their production. Because of this development, the power saving would amount to 60%. The common product will be exported. We deliver equipment to the UK, South Korea, Tajikistan, and to Moscow. We supplied an equipment on a trial basis to Germany and to Dubai. That is, our samples are already in their offices, and we plan to extend our exports to these countries in the future. Kazakhstani specialists are improving the construction of articles in a way that will be able to work at maximum level in major case load. One of the latest know-hows is the modernization of roof fans for a Russian customer. They're going to be installed on sites in difficult climate conditions. Right now, we've developed a new design that takes specific Russian conditions into consideration. The lower temperature and more humid climate. It's more compact and more reliable, which will work and will prove to be faultless in the conditions of the far north, as well as the central part of the country. Besides the upgrade of roof fans, Almaty Fan Factory will master production of new fire hydrants for Tengiz Chevron Oil, the largest oil and gas enterprise.
Противопожарные клапана, которые там мы собираемся поставлять для заказчика в нефтегазовой отрасли.
The fire hydrants that we plan to supply to the customer from the oil and gas industry will be made from stainless steel by welding work technology. All construction must meet the highest international standards. At the moment, the business trip for the 3 of our employees is scheduled for training in the United Kingdom. Permanent transfer of the best world solutions, implementation of bold ideas and creation of a variety of new products is the secret in obtaining competitive production under the brand name of Made in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan's light industry enterprises represent their own brand in the world market today. Most of them are located in the south and the southeast of the country. The proportion of those who sell their products abroad is not big yet. But experts are sure that the main thing in the export business is not the sales quantity, but its quality. Generally, the export of light industry can't be evaluated by means of physical volumes or money. I'd emphasize the attention on quality growth. Basically, for today, the Kazakhstani companies of the light industry have found their own niche. Textile sewing company from Almaty took its place on export markets. Textiline company, development and manufacture of sports and children's clothes. Volume of production, export share 10%. Geography of sales, Switzerland, Kyrgyzstan, and Russia. The thread of this export story stretches from 2001. That is when Textiline got its first order from the ASOS, a prominent Swiss company. It's one of the world leaders in producing of clothes for cycling. The company was developing the kits independently, while the tailoring was entrusted to the Almaty plant. It was chosen to be a partner in the process of production from a long list of contenders, including the Chinese. So that the first stitch will not end up being the last, Textiline endured all the quality standards required by the customer, and they were really high. Up to the number of stitches per square centimeter, and each and every detail. We, for example, took one product sample and could get 40 remarks only on one sample. We sold our production inside out, and all inner seams were edged and processed. The position of our partners was that the backside of sports clothes had to be top of the line. Getting their hand in exclusive goods production, Textiline company team decided to create their own brand. In 2009, in Kazakhstan, children's clothes under Mimioriki trademark have appeared. It already occupies 40% of the total production of the sewing company at the moment. Only 10% of these products go abroad, but this is only the start of the export route. Initially, the way was paved to Kyrgyzstan and then Russia. Right now, this market is of great interest not only in the context of our partnership in the Eurasian Economic Union, which provides common production requirements and standards. You know, when I saw these clothes, I instantly thought I'd like to become a representative of this firm, Mirmioriki, on the Russian Federation territory. The quality of these clothes is highly attractive, and you notice it immediately, meaning that it is not dim but vivid colored fabric, very soft and pleasant to the touch. That is what you need for a kid. Originality of models, which is greatly appreciated by foreign colleagues, is the credit of textile company designers. Annually, they create 2 new collections, and there are 800 models of children's clothing. But before finding pencil and paper sheets and beginning to create, craftsmen should analyze trends of the world fashion industry. What will be trending next season? What forms of apparel? What colors and what prints? We're still focusing on worldwide trends in creation of capsules. Not only the interesting, bold design, but also the quality of implementation is trending, especially since Mirmioriki line is products for adults and newborn babies. That means the clothing must be made from the best weave cotton, even its durability is tested. We are checking the quality of cloth, the composition of raw materials for sure, what this cloth consists of, how much cotton there is, how much there will be other impurities. We look at the shrinkage, molting, the migration of color is meant. On the linens, the density is checked. After that, the canvas is cut. It is the primary technological process. The quality of the finished product depends from mastery of his execution. A special machine is doing the cutting in the enterprise. The perfection in each stitch of the product is already achieved in the sewing shops. As part of complete modernization of the enterprise, they are equipped with the best European facilities. These industrial sewing machines are doing their job at the highest level. We have high quality requirements, the quality of stitching, fitting, direct symmetrical details, fitting, sleeves, collars, all complete symmetry. We have lots of knitwear, so the most important thing is that the extensibility of seams should be at the fitting, so it does not break. The technical upgrade was carried out by embroidery department as well. Here the finishing touches of truly artistic production are put. With the help of special range, complex embroidery with a multicolored pattern is applied to the clothes. Embroidery is made on high-quality Korean equipment. Embroidery itself, the design itself, became cleaner, so smooth and of high quality, of course. For embroidery, we frequently use cutouts. This application is cut out on a laser. Laser equipment provides high quality of image. Drawings printed on the material are resistant to many washes of children's clothing. As a result of the production cycle, such bright and high-quality products are ready to be exported. In its deliveries, not only people of Russian Federation are interested, the list of foreign partners is growing. We have requests, for example, from Georgia and from Poland. We, of course, won't be talking about the development with Russia for the next 5 years and never going anywhere else. It means we shall respond to this, of course. To monitor market tendencies, to mobile react on demand, and to promote own production within new markets. Today, it is the main challenge of export businesses. Entrepreneurs can find prospective partners and additional sale points due to participation in international exhibitions. For the convenience of Kazakhstani companies, we organize participation ourselves and at the same time partly finance advertising campaigns of our manufacturers, trademark registration, certification of production, everything that is necessary for promotion of domestic products on foreign markets. Only last year, 66 special campaigns were realized for promoting of export of our production with the help of the state, including the organization of participation of 40 domestic manufacturers on foreign exhibitions, and 17 trade missions are carried out. All of this helped Kazakhstani companies to secure lucrative deals. During the trade, manufacturers had developed the reputation of serious exporter, which gives them the opportunity to increase their presence on international markets, increase the geography and the range of exports.